Welcome back to another episode of My Therapy Room, the podcast that empowers parents and teachers with the knowledge and tools they need to navigate the unique challenges of raising children. I'm your host, Cindy Ettienne-Murphy, and today we have a very special guest joining us. Please welcome Toby Ross, an expert in autism PDA. Toby, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Cindy. I'm thrilled to be joining you today.
Fantastic. Before we dive into our discussion about tips for managing children with autism PDA, let's start with some clarification. What exactly is PDA, Toby?
PDA, or pathological demand avoidance, is a subtype of autism spectrum disorders, ASD. It is characterized by an extreme avoidance of everyday demands and challenges, resulting in difficulties with social interaction, conventional learning, and overall adaptability.
Thank you for providing that definition, Toby. Now let's move on to the heart of our discussion, the ways parents can support their children with autism PDA.
As you know, with autism, all children and adults are very different, so there won't be a list that will work for everyone. However, parents can use the tips that they feel might work for them. Tip 1. Establishing clear communication channels. It's crucial for parents to adopt a flexible and adaptable approach that promotes a non-confrontational communication style. For example, using visual aids such as visual schedules or social stories can help the child better understand their routines and expectations. Additionally, allowing them to express their preferences and providing choices whenever possible can help provide a sense of control and reduce anxiety. Tip 2. Creating a structured environment.
Creating a structured environment is often recommended for children with autism PDA. How can parents effectively implement this?
Establishing a predictable routine and having clear, consistent rules can be immensely beneficial. This helps reduce the child's anxiety and provides them with a sense of security. Breaking tasks down into manageable steps and providing visual reminders can also aid in their understanding and ability to complete tasks independently.
Creating a structured environment is often recommended for children with autism PDA. How can parents effectively implement this?
Absolutely, Cindy. Children with autism PDA often exhibit heightened sensory sensitivities. Parents can support their child by creating a sensory-friendly environment, minimizing triggers, and identifying strategies to help the child cope with sensory overload. This could include using sensory diet techniques, such as providing grounding or calming activities, and allowing the child to have a sensory toolkit that contains items to help self-regulate.
Thank you, Toby, for sharing these valuable tips on managing children with autism PDA. Before we conclude, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would just like to emphasize that each child with autism PDA is unique, and what works for one may not necessarily work for another. It's important for parents to celebrate their child's strengths, seek professional support when needed, and adapt strategies alongside their child's individual needs.
Wise words, Toby. Thank you again for joining us today and sharing your expertise on managing children with autism PDA. That's all we have for today's episode of My Therapy Room. If you found this discussion helpful, please subscribe to our podcast and share it with other parents who may benefit from this valuable information. Remember, you are not alone on this parenting journey. We'll be back with more episodes soon. Until then, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.